Google AI overviews are appearing above any organic results, which also means that if you're cited in an AI generated answer like this one, then most likely users that are trying to search for something will see your website first. But the problem is that if you want to track if your website is being used as a source for AI overviews, then the tools that are providing this feature are either really expensive or they come with a lot of other features that you most likely don't need. As an example, PKI, but also Ahrefs, they both have a service to track if your website is used as a source for AI-generated answers, for instance, in Google AI Overviews, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, and so on. But as you can see, you already pay here roughly 180 euros per platform, which is in fact just calling another API. And calling these APIs for getting the answer costs usually just a fraction of a cent. And that is exactly the reason why I've created a really simple end-to-end workflow, which gets prompts from a Google Sheet, calls the endpoint from data for SEO so that we also get the AI overview in real time. Then we do some parsing in order to get the title, link, meta description, also the answer. And eventually we will save it into a Google spreadsheet, which looks at the end like this. So we have our table where we can add our prompts based on the language, country, device, and also location. And the workflow takes care of getting the answers for these specific prompts with the parameters. And afterwards, we scrape the data so that we have the prompt, title, meta description, the link, and also the other parameters in order to analyze the data even better, or also to create some group bys, which I will show you in a second. And this data here is already really valuable because you know exactly what was the AI generated answer for a specific prompt based on the parameters such as language, country, and also device. And since we have the link, but also the answer, we can first of all check if our own website was used as a source for generating the answer. But we can also use the text from the AI overview in order to check if, for instance, our brand is mentioned. And getting all the data here costs less than a cent, so it's really, really cheap. And let's say you want to analyze the data even further. Then you could of course do that directly in the workflow itself. But if you want to keep it really easy, then the alternative would be to do it directly in the spreadsheet. And as an example, I prepared something which is really basic, but just to give you an idea how it could look like. And for that, I've added first of all another column which is owned with a formula that checks if in the link is the substring experte.com. It's not my website, but just as an example. And then it will return true, and if not, then false. So this would be already a really easy way to track if your own website was used as a source in the AI generated answer. And let's say you want to group by the data, for instance, by the prompt, or let's say you also add the domain. Then you could do that as well directly in Google Sheets. So you can simply go here to this icon, then create a new group by view, and then for instance, let's say prompt. And then we have already a new view that shows us. And then the data is already shown in another data representation. So then let's come to the workflow. And as you can see, the most important node here is the data for SEO node, because this one enables us to get the AI generated answer from the Google AI overviews. And if we have a look into the node itself, then we can see we have parameters such as the keyword, location, language, and also device. And all of them are coming directly from the spreadsheet prompt. So in case I want to add more prompts here, then I can simply do that. And in the next workflow execution, the Google Sheet node will take care of grabbing this data and then also passing it to the data for SEO node. All right, then let's execute the workflow. So I can simply click here on the manual trigger. But of course, if you're running this in production, then you would use the schedule trigger, for instance, once per day or once a week. So whatever frequency you prefer. And what happened right now is that first of all, we get the data from the spreadsheet here. So prompts, we got these 3 rows here, and then we pass it to the data for SEO node in order to get the AI overviews. Afterwards, as I said, we will split out the data and also parse it and eventually save all the rows into the last spreadsheet, which is here. And as you can see, we have the data right now. And if we have a look into the costs, then we can also check that. So the response also includes the cost. We paid 0.004 cents, so it's definitely way cheaper than using external tools such as Ahrefs or PKI, or in general any other service, because it's really unlikely that you will find a tool that offers you this feature for a fraction of a cent. And that's it already regarding the workflow on how to scrape AI overviews in order to find out what was the answer, but also which websites were used as the source for generating it. And I can highly recommend to implement any workflow that will allow you to analyze this data, because AI reviews are not only used for navigational keywords, but also for commercial keywords. So it's definitely worth tracking this data. And in case you want to have another video where I cover this for APIs such as ChatGPT or for instance also Perplexity, then feel free to add that to the comments. And we will see each other in the next video.